Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best gaming motherboards.
Starting at number 5.
MSI Mag B660M Mortar. So long as you don't plan on overclocking your CPU or want to use PCIe 5.0 devices before your next upgrade, the MSI Mag B660M Mortar Wi-Fi DDR4 and its B660 chipset makes for a great option for those looking to get into Alder Lake without putting a heavy burden on your build budget. It lacks the fancy looks or RGB lighting of pricier boards, but does come with everything you need to get the most out of a stock-clocked Alder Lake CPU. The Mortar includes 2 PCIe 4.0x 4M.2 sockets, 6 SATA ports, a premium last-generation audio solution and VRMs that easily manage the flagship Core i9 CPU. In our testing, performance on our B660M Mortar was similar to those of the Z690-based DDR4 boards we tested previously. In other words, this sub-$200 motherboard was able to utilize our i9-12900K processor to its fullest while costing a third less than most Z690 offerings.
Coming at number 4.
MSI Mag B760M Mortar. MSI's Mag B760M Mortar Wi-Fi is an inexpensive option that supports even the flagship class 12th and 13th generation Intel processors. For under $190, you get a PCIe 5.0 slot for graphics, 2 M.2 sockets, both PCIe 4.0, one of which supports SATA-based models, a budget audio solution, and even a fast USB 3.2 Gen 2x2, 20 gigabits per second, Type-C port on the rear I/O. For a budget option, it looks good and has most of what users want in the budget space. Performance was fine in gaming and lightly threaded work. Just note that out of the box with a high-end CPU like the Core i9-13900K we used for testing, it will thermally throttle under heavy workloads at default settings. Ultimately, the MSI Mag B760M Mortar Wi-Fi is the best option among its similarly priced competition. It's the only board in this range with a PCIe 5.0 slot and a 20 gigabits per second USB Type-C port on the rear I/O. Power delivery can handle our flagship processor. However, if you plan a high-power processor and push all cores and threads for general use, you'll want to lower the voltage and/or use top-notch cooling to get the most out of the board.
At number 3.
ASRock B760M Steel Legend. If you're in the market for an inexpensive micro ATX size motherboard and won't overclock your processor, the B760 chipset, and the B760M Steel Legend board specifically, is where it's at. It's better equipped, with 3 M.2 sockets, at around $160, and arguably as good-looking as most of its peers. If you like bling, the bright and colorful RGBs will light up any chassis, and the EDP port is there for those who'd like to add ASRock's 13.3-inch side panel kit to spice things up in their case. And while the power delivery isn't impressive on paper, it handled our Intel i9-13900K even with the power limits raised. Performance out of the box matches other boards that follow Intel specifications, read, slower than unlocked boards in multi-threaded and long-running benchmarks, but it is a solid gamer. Once you unlock it, you're limited only by the CPU cooling.
Number 2 of my list.
ASRock Z790 Steel Legend. The Z790 Steel Legend is a great option for budget-minded users who want all of the flexibility of Intel's overclockable platform but don't want to spend a ton of money to get there. Along with its neutral black-on-silver appearance and bright RGB lighting, you get all the platform offers, including a PCIe 5.0 slot and M.2 socket, 5 total on the latter, 8 SATA ports, front panel 20 gigabits per second USB Type-C, integrated Wi-Fi 6E, a basic audio codec, the EDP port for an additional monitor, and power delivery capable of handling our flagship class processor at stock or while overclocked. Around its $230 price point, ASRock's Steel Legend is one of the most feature-packed Intel Z790 options on the market. The only real trade-off here is the basic audio codec, which will still be fine for a lot of users. If not, you can always opt for one of the best PC speakers that feature a built-in DAC.
And number 1.
ASRock Z790 Taichi Lite. In a market where the cost of motherboards has steeply increased over the last few years, it's nice to see at least one partner offer something a bit less expensive than the flagship, but that's still spec'd to the gills. Priced at $379.99, the ASRock Z790 Taichi Lite gets you everything the more expensive Taichi offers, including the incredibly robust power delivery, dual Thunderbolt 4 ports, loads of storage options including a PCIe 5.0 M.2 socket and 8 SATA ports, premium audio, and more. What's missing is the high-end appearance. The typical Taichi 3D cogs and fine finishes on the heatsinks and shrouds give way to simpler heatsinks, a more exposed PCB, and stencil designs. But this board is still recognizable as a Taichi. As far as the competition in the sub-$400 space, there's plenty out there. But put simply, none of the other boards available around that price come close hardware-wise. The biggest drawback of this board is the appearance, and even then, it's not bad. It just doesn't have the premium vibe of the original Taichi. If you want some of the best hardware the Z790 platform offers at a more reasonable price and your build doesn't require flagship-class looks, the Taichi Lite has taken the weight off in all the right places.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.